Hello.
That went too quick.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. It's your favourite man's birthday tomorrow.
Mine?
Yes. Naked Man.
Oh, is it? Ooh.
Yeah, he's in the bath this now, so...
Well, because it's his birthday, he's got the bath.
Well, once a year's no so bad, eh?
Well, I'm going to sing to him tomorrow morning.
Well, see, if I wink at you, then you know he's coming.
Yeah, don't mention it, because I'm just going to sing to him tomorrow. Hello, everyone in the chat.
Hello.
For some odd reason.
Is that Facebook user?
Yeah.
Hello, Nettie.
Hey, Nettie.
So, tonight we have just there is just us three. Others might join later. I'm not sure. Do you know who that is? Lel?
Yeah.
Oh, is it Lel? Oh, hi, Lel. By the way, I'm not giving you the fingers. It's just the way I'm holding it. I can.
Oh, yes. Rabsy Nesbitt is in trouble. He's got to keep his big gob shut from now on, or he's going to get arrested in Scotland.
Oh, dear. What have you been up to?
Have you not seen the news? The new laws that have been brought out as of today, I think it is.
What ones again?
What is it, Rob? If you abuse the trans, if you misgender someone, I can't remember them all, but it's you've got to be careful what you say.
Here I will.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been interesting in the news just lately. So you know what Rab's going to do? He's going to jump the border, come across here, shout his mouth off at everyone, and then skip back.
That's okay. I'll shut the borders and make sure he doesn't get back in.
Yeah.
Just because I like you.
Oh dear. So hello and welcome to everyone in the chat. As you can see, there is the three of us this evening. Not sure where Dan is or Jay. I think Jay's working. Don't quote me. But you've got us tonight, so we'll do. But tonight we're talking about the Singapore theory, aren't we, Lo?
Yep, we are.
It's all Eric's fault.
I blame Eric.
I'll blame Eric as well.
That's fine. You can blame me. I actually thought about this theory a lot, within the last month. I'm wondering if you could do it like on a massive scale, like when I get over there talking about, like a battle that happened, medieval, recent, whatever,
Eric, you say that. I don't know about Scotland. I can't speak for Scotland, so maybe Lois can speak for it. But over here, we have jousting weekends at castles, and they wear all the costumes, and you actually see the joust.
Mm-hmm.
They have weekends where, like reenactment groups come together and they'll reenact something, either a battle or a piece in history that happened at a castle, or what we had just after lockdown, we had the reenactment, and it was quite funny. It was the reenactment of Oliver Cromwell being tried by the King's Council and taken away to be beheaded. So, it was quite interesting. Hello, Daryl. I need to message you. Let me just write that down.
Oh, Boo Brothers. Boo Brothers.
Boo Brothers. Hi, the Boo Brothers. I don't know which one you are, but I'm just going to say boo to you.
Yeah, I'm thinking do the reenactment, and then all of a sudden just everybody just stop, and then you take your readings then, like your EVPs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wonder how that would work on a big, massive scale,
Yeah. I think that would be a really good experiment to do.
What would be?
That would
It
be.
would be.
Uh, We got a battle coming up in June.
No, the roof is not leaking. I'm just cold.
We got a bit battle coming up in June, and all the ghost hunters head there, but they always seem to go at night. What they do is it's the day before, the morning when the sun broke, the battle started. You do get little bits and pieces like sticky residue, but I think it's the major stuff happens in the morning as the sun rises, and people seem to miss that for some reason. But yeah, it is interesting. And have you ever done the Singapore Theory, Lo?
I have, I've been really uptight about this one because I'm thinking I'm going to look like a right dummy when I go on live and I have no clue what it is. And then when I've been researching it, it's amazing because we actually all do it in investigations. We might not dress up, but we do it in investigations whenever we take, something back from that era. We take ways. It might be a music box. It may be playing a bit of music. We think that's obviously with the energy. And it's amazing. I was actually reading it today and I found it really, really interesting. And when obviously you're talking about like dressing up and things like that, it'd be definitely worth a shot and doing something like that and seeing what you could kick up with.
Eric, do you know what the funniest thing was? I went on a public event to this place, and I'd done this place so many times. I'm like basically there once a month, and while everyone else was off investigating, I opened doors that you're not supposed to. I'll just go and see what's in there, and I found the dressing up cupboard. So my team, there was 5 of us, we all piled in there. We were laughing like children. It was just so funny. So we started putting the costumes on, and Richard, he dressed as a nun.
Yeah.
Damien dressed as a minstrel. He had the hat, and it really looked. He really looked good. Neri, she dressed like a princess. I put on like the Queen's costume just for a laugh. So I was the Queen, Neri was my princess. And I think somebody else put the jester outfit on. I can't remember who it was, so don't quote me. And Norman Fahey was with me at that point. And he thought it was amusing. He says, I dare you to go out and walk around the building now wearing that in the dark. I said, yeah, all right then. So off we went. We all went. I spoke to the security guard and he said, so long as nothing gets put out there publicly, I don't see why you can't. Just put everything back where you found it. Okay then. So there's me and Neri. We all split up. And me and Neri went and we were jumping on people in the dark.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
Right, guys.
Hello.
Mark's on the move.
Hello, this is Mark on the move. How you doing?
I'm not bad at all, mate. Sorry, I've been round Taylor's. They just bought a new house and they've just been moving in, so I've just been round and seen them and all that lot. So, yeah.
Nice. Busy.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got something to show you. Have a look at this. See if you can recognise what this is on my air freshener.
Okay.
If I can. I can't see it.
It's a square.
I see it.
I know his thing is
Hi,
going on.
Letty.
The signal's gonna dip in and out because I'm in a really crap bit. But just take no notice of me dipping in and out. The signal will get better. All right.
Do it again. Do it again.
Right, hang on.
Is it a mirror?
Yeah.
A piece of glass, perspex.
See it?
Is it a piece of perspex?
It looks like
You see the alien head?
Oh, yes.
You see the alien head, yeah?
The alien head.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my cat's asshole.
This is
That's
cat's
Lilo's butt. It looks like an alien head, and they had it done on a fridge magnet for me for my car. And yeah, if you look, it's an alien head.
butt.
Yeah.
That's Lilo's fluffy butt.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
But
Who
so yeah, like I said, I'll be fading in and out because of the signal, but I will be still here.
I want to know who took the plaster cast of the cat's ass.
It's a photo, isn't it?
Hey, William. Sarah.
Dan,
Hi, Sarah.
Dan, did you see this?
No, what?
Look, this message here.
Oh.
Hello, Flip. How are you?
We were talking about
Nobody
you
was-
We were
What?
talking about you. Yeah, only yes. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. wasn't it?
yesterday. Your ears must have been burning. It's all good stuff, Flip. I promise you, it's all good stuff.
It was all good stuff.
I can't believe.
You guys all right?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good, thank you.
I can't believe somebody took a cast of your cat's ass.
That's funny.
It was a photo, wasn't it?
Oh, Mark does.
Is it a photo?
No, it was a photo.
It looks like he's in concentration mode, and it looks scared he's in
It's a photo.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
photo.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say. Oh dear.
Yeah. No, it was Rachel. The cat walked past Rachel one day, and she went, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. Her ass looks."
No, it looks raging.
I reckon it's conspiracy theories. Your cat's ass looks like an alien.
Maybe the
There's
cat
got to be
is an
something
alien.
going on there.
The cat is an alien.
I think all cats are aliens.
It's like an alien, and I went, "No, fuck off!" And I laughed back, and I said, "On there."
If somebody put fast forward to
Yeah,
him,
and I put the
because
picture
it
up on there, and
looks like
everybody was
he's
going, "It's an alien," and then I zoomed back out, and I was like, "No, it's
Oh, mo.
a cat's ass." So yeah, you guys carry on. I will be here. I'll try and find a place to pull over for a bit.
That is a good case of
I'll try and pull over.
pareidolia.
Mm.
At its best. Pareidolia at its best because the cat is not an alien.
Fuck, the signal's fucking terrible, isn't it?
It's an alien.
Yeah, just kind of like fast forwarding and
He's like, no.
Signal's good.
He's in a bad zone.
What the hell have you done to? Oh, it's a hat. I thought Eric had got Scooby Doo hair, but it's a hat.
Somebody put the hat in the chat. That was funny.
Right in the chair.
So we are talking about the Singapore theory, and I was just explaining that I got dressed up in this place, and I'm going to tell you where it is. It's called the Galleries of Justice. And that night, a lot of people took photographs of full apparitions because they couldn't believe it was a ghost because we were so quiet. And we scared a few people. It was funny. But as we split up, it wasn't just what I did to people with Neri. It was what the others were doing as well. And it was so funny. It was all done in good taste. We didn't do it all night. It was just for a small period of time, and then we got changed again. And we did go and tell them, I'm sorry, that wasn't a full apparition. That was me, you know. So yeah, we did let them down gently. But it did stir something up. The fact that we dressed up and we walked around the Galleries of Justice wearing this clothing, whether it be right for that time or not, it did stir something up. And people were getting EVPs, more photographs of weird and wonderful things. Wow. So I do believe that by putting those costumes on and going and walking those halls, even though we were doing it naughtily, did actually work for others, and it did stir something up for them. So that was a good example of the Singapore theory that I'd used in the past.
Wow.
What about you, Dan?
I used it a few times. I've used it. I mean, I think the one where I used it was at an old American air base. It was an area they used as a dance hall during World War II. when they used to, they used to get the locals in and what have you. They used to have like, what do you call it? Like, I suppose just liaise with people, and we played, or I played Glenn Miller there, and I played it quite loud, and and it was, but no, didn't really get anything. I've not really had anything from it personally, but that's not to say the other people haven't. It's just that personally, no, it's not really done
Yeah.
much. I know that there's a lot of stories about people say that these summer events that we have over here, where people dress up in costume and that. Like these fates and fears that we have, and May Days and stuff like that.
What's sailing?
There's
What sailing works?
There's stories. Yeah, what's sailing? Yeah, there's stories of activity stumping up, and that's during the daytime as well. But personally, I've never really experienced anything from it. That's not to say it doesn't work. It's just that me, I've not had anything from it.
I remember taking a swastika into Ruthven years and years ago. Honestly, I took a great big picture of a swastika, and I played an insert.
Oh, you've had better making a talker.
And I played an insert of one of Hitler's speeches. You know, when he goes mad at everyone and he shakes himself around and he's really shouting at everyone. I found that and recorded it. I recorded it, and I took it into Ruthven. I put the swastika on the floor, put the player down on top of the swastika. I made everyone do the salute, and I played it while he was talking, while he was having his rant.
You are lucky you did the Daily Mirror there at the time of the sun.
And do you know what? The amount of EVPs, like 2 of us caught the same EVP, and that EVP was "Get out and F off." Seriously, it was like a reaction to what we were doing. So, and it wasn't an American voice that said.
And you wonder why.
So they are like, so it proved to us that they were intelligent. It's an intelligent haunting there, and they're actually interacting. They're listening to what we're saying, and to respond to that in the way it was just amazing. We were naughty though.
I'll tell you an interesting thing that happened to us once on an investigation, and it makes me think that. I mean, I'm not one for saying or believing that artifacts carry energies. I think they can, but I don't think they're necessarily haunted as such.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I think they can carry maybe, I don't know, But we set up lock-off cameras, and I'll tell you where it was. It was at Village Farm, and it was in the museum there with all the war artifacts. And what an amazing... If you ever get the opportunity, get down there and have a look at have a look at the military artifacts. It's phenomenal. Guys, they even got an original 1915 Lee Enfield rifle that was used during World War One. It's phenomenal. Happens to be my favourite.
They have a mock-up. They have a mock-up of the gate of Auschwitz there, and there's 2 entities in there that take great offence to that. And Wayne and I found that in there, and we were interacting and everything. They do not like that wooden mock-up of the Auschwitz fence, and they've asked for it to be removed, and the guy won't remove it.
He won't. That's part of his collection, I guess. But the thing is,
no, it's just one that he's made up.
We set up some voice recorders as well. But when we went back, we locked it up and we went away for an hour or so, and then we went and did our bits around the farm and that. And then we went back and we collected the equipment up, and we listened back to some of the artifacts. We listened back to some of the audio. And when we replayed it, you could hear, and I'll tell you, it was Gary who did it with me. You could hear a low hum, what sounded like an engine getting louder, and then you could hear explosions, and it was like the hum of a bomber, and then you could just dropping in explosion. You could even hear the you could even hear the whistle of the bombs as they were being dropped. And it was like, well, we asked them, is there anything in there that, is there anything in there that he's got recorded or that plays on a loop or what have you? But no, it was phenomenal. And that's whether you can call that part of the Singapore experiment, I don't know. But it was, but that was quite amazing.
Daryl's asking, has anyone been to Stokes Haunted Museum?
Is that
I think the
Stokes
thing
on
is,
Trent?
if Stokes, if that's the one that's where the I've not been there. If that's the one that's meant to be, it sounds like to be honest with you, it sounds like a bit of a rip-off to me.
Mm.
Because it's just someone, isn't it? Just a small, tiny collection in someone's allegedly haunted property or something. I've heard good things about it, but it just like on the face of it, it doesn't. It seems a bit. It's like one of these things where you can open up your house and just stick a load of artifacts in it and claim it to be haunted. I might be wrong. Just me.
Dan wants to go to a haunted brothel.
Well, I'd love to go. Oh, haunted brothel.
Well, I heard
Well,
that
oh no,
bird
he does.
cage- The bird
Touch
cage.
me on the privates twice for yes.
No, there's one in. There's a haunted brothel in Vegas that you can actually go. I'm sure it's Vegas, Nevada somewhere. You can go where they had the girls.
Oh, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Haunted hand job. Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
The ancient ram.
There's a video. There's a
The ancient ram.
the ancient
where
ram.
The
the ancient
succubus. The succubus is supposed to go for a man.
Oh, well done. You're
There's a
lucky now.
video out. There's a video, a comedy video out there,
I gave
and
you 12 hours. And
it's
still
the
nothing.
piss take.
Yeah.
There's a comedy out there, and it's a Mickey take of Scream or something like that, and it's got a ghost that likes tossing people off, and they're there going, "Oh my God!" and they start being tossed off, and there's a girl there having it done to her, and she's going, "But I've got no penis!" And I'll see if I can find it and send it to you.
Yeah. William says it's in Virginia City. That
Oh,
that
is that where it
place.
is?
Yeah,
Virginia City.
yeah. I knew it's around there somewhere. But,
There seems to be quite a lot of activity in some of these old brothels, doesn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Are you surprised? I bet you a load of old boys died on the job. A load of old cowboys, old cowpokes. Oh, and I bet they all died on the job. I ain't getting off this ride no more. You know?
Daryl's right there.
The ancient ram. We made Jay lie down in the spot where apparently it's supposed to
The
happen.
ancient ram is definitely
And Jay
stuff
even
going on there,
said,
Daryl.
that he felt something weird, but he wasn't going to tell anyone because he didn't want to look stupid. He didn't know that was one of the claims. We didn't tell him. We just said, "Here, Jay, lay down there," and he did.
My balls are tingling.
That's an idea for frighteners. Haunted brothels.
Yeah.
I must throw
Haunted
that one in.
brothels. Where things go bang in the night.
More ways than one.
Yeah.
No, write it down so you don't forget, or do you want me to text it to you later?
No, it's all right. I've got my book here beside me.
You could call it Haunted Whores.
Oh my God.
I'll make sure I spell it a different way.
If that happened at the start of the investigation, would that be haunted hors d'oeuvres?
Oh, yeah, very good.
Haunted hors d'oeuvres.
It could be, couldn't it? Haunted, you could have ectoplasm everywhere, couldn't you? Ooh.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
Dan, stop it.
Well,
One touch and you'll get covered in ecto.
Wow.
well, if it was an hors d'oeuvre, it'd be ectoplasm, wouldn't it?
Oh, God. So the Singapore
Hi, Andy.
theory is said to happen in places like in America, like where's that famous battlefield? Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Because people go there every year as an homage, and they all dressed up as a
love to
Confederate
go
or
there.
whatever. And apparently, these soldiers have been seen reanimating, walking, and then just disappearing.
Yep.
I'd love to go there. Not just
Yeah, there's lots of stories of that.
paranormal,
Yeah, there's
but
a.
for the history of it. It's a really interesting historical place, isn't it? It's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's
You've
beautiful.
got that house. I wanna go
There's
see-
lots and lots of stories there.
Yeah, I want to go see that house where the lady got shot. It went through the door,
Ah,
bullet into her, and I think they was
Is
because they
that
were right
Lizzie
around the
Borden?
houses. I didn't realise that until
is that
recently.
Lizzie Borden's house?
No, she was
No.
well, Lizzie Woman's 40 wax, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
This is a woman. She was. I don't know what she was doing. I think she was like. I think she was helping people, because they were using some of the houses as medical stations, weren't they?
Yeah.
Hospitals. And at one point, they were saying that one of these houses, they would have the cellar or the ground floor, and they were working the ground floor, and outside of it, where they were throwing arms and legs outside when they were amputating them, it was stood over 7 foot tall.
Wow.
The pile was over 7 foot tall from limbs and stuff. So, but she was in the kitchen, bless her. Nice lady, she's just attending to people, whoever they were, and a stray bullet, whatever, you just hit the door, went through the door, and into her abdomen, and
Killed
her, sadly.
Wow.
It's a shame.
And a young lady, I think, but yeah, it's heartbreaking. But
Yeah.
that place is very sad. By the look
But
of
I-
it.
But do you think, though, that with Gettysburg, the fact that people go there, reenact stuff and dress up, it's sparking the energies to do something, or is it there anyway and it's just coming back because of anniversaries or...
Is it Jenny? Oh, is it? It might be. Yeah, it might be William.
Sorry, I just had a fox go boom in front of the car.
Ooh.
Oh, it might be William. It might be.
But I've heard stories of people doing the reenactments and talking to people that they thought were part of their reenactment.
Yes.
Find out later that they're not.
Yes. Yes, it's a very interesting place. Two places I'd love to go to, that I really love to go to, is Gettysburg, and I would love to go to where the bird cage is, where Boot Hill is.
What about the Winchester House?
That was her, William. That sounds good. The Winchester House.
The Winchester House.
Yeah, I'd love to go there.
There's
Too.
loads
And I
of
just found
stuff
out
in
it's still open.
Yeah.
They were talking about tearing it down, the guy that owns it, but then I guess he decided to keep it open. So
What about Mark the Aliens guy?
What?
what about?
What do I want? What? What woman?
Where would you like to go and investigate?
I want to go to the. Personally, and I said it before and I've said it again, I want to do a Dark Mirror on the Road show where we hire an SUV and we go from one end of the paranormal highway to the bottom, and we
That'd
stop
be
off
good.
at all the famous haunted locations, and we end up at Area 51, Grim Lake.
That would be good. That'd be good.
What about you, Lo? Hello.
I don't know who that is.
Hello.
Hello.
See, I would have said once upon a time, I still want to go. I really still want to go to Waverley Sanatorium, but I've actually become quite fascinated with the Nevada desert. So when Mark was on his
It
way
looks
out there,
incredible.
he could just
It
pick me
looks
up on the way by and take me up the road beat so much, and then let me out, and then come back in for me when he's done.
Oh, it
Yeah.
might, it might
And the Shining Hotel.
It might be the Birdcage, actually.
Mhm.
The Shining Hotel as well.
Oh,
One
yeah,
of
that's
the-
called the Shining. I mean, that's Stanley, isn't it?
I can't remember the
Yes.
short, but that one, yeah.
Stanley,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Stanley.
It's massive.
That's
isn't
it, yeah,
it?
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
humongous.
What about
Yeah.
you, Eric?
The hotel on Mackinac Island isn't that far away from me.
Where?
The hotel on Mackinac Island,
Mechanic.
Mackinac Island.
What?
I don't know what he's putting up there.
I didn't get that. The hotel. What do you mean? The Shining Hotel,
No, the Shining Hotel's in where?
Colorado, isn't it?
Yeah, Colorado. But no, this is real near.
Here.
This one is Upper Peninsula.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, the
You know what?
place
From
I-
where I'm sitting,
Queen Mary looks interesting.
from where I'm sitting, like, take your phone screen and playing, and I keep seeing Nick with his hat on. But where he's so small, he literally looks like.
Thanks, Wes.
we
The
didn't
Grand
get
Hotel.
much.
I didn't hear it. Denise.
But can anybody translate for the twit? Because I didn't understand a word he said.
Oh.
It's got
How,
Leslie Newland.
don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, it's the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island, and it's a really beautiful place.
I've been there.
Stanley. Stanley Hotel's a good.
Oh,
place.
you've been? I didn't know you've been to the Stanley, William.
Oh,
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'll have to have a chat with you about
Oh.
that when I see
Oh,
you.
he's gone. He must have a bad spot.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of places in America that I would still like to go and investigate. One would be in anything in oh God, where's that voodoo place? New Orleans.
Oh,
So
yeah.
anywhere in New Orleans would be exciting for me because of the history and even the, you know, maybe talking or trying to talk to some of the people that were enslaved. So anywhere in that area, Louisiana.
Plus, New Orleans looks like it's a lot of fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. So New Orleans, or even out of New Orleans and going in just to have the fun with the jazz clubs and things like that. But to see the plantations and that sort of thing, and really drink in what actually happened there with the slave industry, because we should never forget what happened. We should not brush any of that under the carpet. We need
I don't
to
think there's any chance of that, Viv.
No, but anyway, I'd like to do that. I'd like to go there and see that.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, Viv. He's seen a lot there, isn't he, Mr. Stanley? Apparently.
yeah,
Pops up
Yeah.
an awful lot.
and I would also like to go to Bobby Mackey's to see
Yeah.
what the fuss is
Gateway-
about. Bobby
Gateway
Mackey's.
to hell.
Well, they say it is. I don't think it
Oh no,
is.
according to what's his name?
Oh
A
yeah,
bit tongue in cheek, according to you know who.
yeah.
I know somebody that's actually been there besides him, and
Well,
it
that's
is
cool,
haunted,
William.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So if you can go anywhere in the world, pick one place anywhere in the world, where would it be to go and
So.
investigate?
Ellen Dunn Castle.
A London castle.
Mm.
There is no castles in London. Is there any more, Dan?
No,
No, not really.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Ellen Dunn.
It's the top of Scotland.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Is it
What's it
one
called,
place
guys?
you say?
Yeah.
Go on, love.
I can't think. Come back to me. There's so many places. I need to have a think.
For you, Dan?
I think if I had one option to go to one place, I would like to go to LA, to Hollywood, and I would like to investigate, because I'm obsessed with the old, proper Hollywood, old Hollywood, not the modern stuff. They're throwaway, but the proper stars of yesterday.
Cecil B. DeMille.
Exactly. I would like to investigate the old studios.
Yeah.
You know, the sort of place where Lucy or Ball did a show for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Places where they
Yeah.
make the old movies and that's it, and just investigate there. I think that was where I would like to go.
I heard that, William. The Bobby Mackey's is being torn
Oh
down.
wow, that's a shame. Well, it must
Well,
be,
they're going to
Is it?
rebuild
it must be derelict then. Is it a bit dodgy?
it. 24/7. Cool.
So, Mark. I've got Wayne in my mind. Mark, if you could investigate anywhere in the world, one place, where would you go?
That's a biggie. Christ, I don't know. There's a place up in Aspen, Colorado, and I can't remember what it is. And you can only access it at certain times of the year. And that's supposed something big happened there. I can't remember anything about it, but I'd like to go there. I'd like to go to that hotel, and I'd love to go and investigate the legends like the Sasquatch and the Mothman, all that sort of stuff. So I think out of all of them,
Too.
I'd like to go looking for a big hairy man.
Well, Dan.
Downstairs cooking some dinner, the big hairy man.
Sat here driving a car.
Hi, Bobby.
Hello, Bobby. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Well, the one place.
Did you hear what Eric?
Quite pleasant.
Did you said about Eric?
I
What
can't
about
hear
Eric?
you.
He's on the. You're all on the screen on my phone, but you're all tiny. Eric's got that hat on, and from here he looks like a Scooby character with a bowl cut.
Yeah,
Looks like Shaggy's looks like Shaggy's dad. You know.
He looks from here. He looks like Bill. You remember Bill and Ben?
Yeah.
Like
Looks like
wow,
the
guys.
hat, didn't they? They had summer hats.
Mark.
Do you know?
Looks like a bowl cut with a goatee.
I think all Eric needs is a whistle and some glow sticks, and I think he's going for a rave.
Or a New Age traveller.
And a bottle of water.
And a bottle of water, yeah.
But I'd like to go to the Island of Dolls in Mexico. That'd be
Oh, would you?
awesome. Yeah.
Wow. Wouldn't you get freaked out by the dolls, though?
No, not really. But after hearing the whole story of it, it sounds really, really interesting. So
It's got a sad
Oh,
story.
we should tear it down and rebuild it. Oh, okay. Or rebuild it and renovate. Okay, that's interesting.
So the place I would like to go to, and you're going to be shocked at this one, is the Taj Mahal in India.
that'd be cool.
Well, it's essentially it's a memorial, isn't it?
It is a memorial. It was built out of love
It's beautiful.
by one of the Rajas for his sweetheart that he lost. But it's had a lot of it's had a lot of issues and
Have a good one,
troubles
Wayne.
itself. So yeah, so the Taj
Oh,
Mahal,
mate, this
yeah.
signal.
It's off again.
Taj
That
Mahal,
was-
Viv.
The Taj Mahal, yes, or anything in India, something really obscure that people wouldn't think to go and investigate, because there's so many places out there with so much history where the energy is just buzzing. You know, people think of the pyramids. There's other places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was wondering what you like to investigate on Egypt pyramids, because there's got to be a lot of energy there.
I went into Khufu's tomb, the Great Pyramid, and didn't feel anything.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where you could investigate, which I think would be quite good. And certainly nobody in the Western world does it that I know of. Would be one of these like tiny African villages of that where they carry out magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little townships because where the poor are, you generally have. I mean, not that's just a religion, is it, to people?
Yeah.
They generally, it'd be interesting to see what energies because these energies to sort of local and native people are they're not dismissed, but they're accepted as, well, that's it, it's part and parcel. And, that's how we deal with them. We live alongside them, what have you. So be interested to see how some of these African villages and that. That'd be nice, an old lighthouse.
There's a beautiful lighthouse in Florida in St. Augustine.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
It's got the red and white swirls
It's got
around
a big red and white stripe. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Richmond
I've
Castle.
never been there.
Is that in Richmond? No, it's not in Richmond, is it? Where is it, Dan?
Don't know. I've never been there.
The Indus Valley.
Val. It's incredible. I wonder what that is. I've never heard of that one. See, that's the thing. There's so many that, are off the radar or what have you.
Yeah.
People keep concentrating on doing the same circuit.
See, like where Lois is, she's really lucky because she's got all these hidden gems. Yes, you have in Scotland.
Yeah.
You've got these little
So,
hidden
and the
gems.
lucky part, the lucky
So they're
North Yorkshire.
the little hidden gems that nobody really knows about. We've got them here in England where, and Dan knows, through Uncle Norm, we learnt about the churches, the Norman churches, the older churches, and how they are built, some of them on the sites of a pentacle. It's just really, really weird how we've learned all this stuff that's been handed down. But the energy, the ley lines and the energy and everything that's being produced, people are just missing it. For what reason, we don't know.
Well, I've learned a lot of hidden places in Scotland when Ryan O'Neill has been walking around and stuff like that. He's been doing that lately. The places that no one goes to. You're finding these old kirks and graveyards that are overgrown. Just amazing.
Dan and I we went on a little jolly up yesterday.
We did.
And
and it is looks a good place.
Just by talking to a man in the pub, we found out there are plenty of hidden tunnels in the area that we didn't know about.
We've learned loads about it from that little pub, didn't we?
It's
about
just
the
been
area.
amazing.
And we learned that there were 4 pubs originally during the period that the time period we were researching. And we only saw the one.
Just discover one? Just like within the last year, they just discovered one, I think they were talking about.
What the village?
Yeah, one of the villages that they were digging for something and they found a tunnel.
Well, we know the reason for these tunnels. These tunnels were used a lot during the Second World War.
Yeah.
Because there was a US air base that was close to it. And what they used to do, so they kept the arsenal and armaments away from the airfield. They used to have tunnels underneath from the stately home, didn't they? And from other places.
Yeah.
And they used to store them at the stately home, and then when they needed them to put them onto the B-17s and stuff, they'd stick them onto these trolley systems and underground, gone straight up there.
But it was amazing just by talking to these people. We'd seen old photographs. You saw a bit of the airfield.
That was amazing.
And we were there to investigate something else. we found so
it's
much.
Amazing, isn't it? Because the connections you
And
can make
go back though.
Well, it's the thing. We went there for a specific reason, to investigate a couple of accidents that happened there where people have been killed. Turns out there are more accidents. There have been more accidents there than those actual 2. And not only that, we found out the connections to the area around it.
Yeah.
So that's where they must have been, and this is where he drank probably, and that's where he left, and so we found out we made all the connections. So you build the story up.
And we were asking ourselves, was he pissed when he got hit by that train? Should have been driving.
Well, where are these tunnels? Is what William wants to know.
Where are the tunnels? Do you want to say where the tunnels are?
I'm not. I'm a bit. We haven't investigated. We will do, William, but I'm a bit loath at the minute because we want to get an investigation there before everybody floods there, and then we'll reveal where it is. I mean, we can tell William. I don't mind telling you off air, but yeah.
We have an island in the middle of the Firth is owned by Tom Farmer Quickfit guy. He needed a caretaker, so he let a woman turn it into a dog sanctuary. He stayed there for 5 years, no running water nor electricity.
Well, kudos to her then.
Wow.
Kudos to her.
That reminds me of the City of the Dead in Cairo. The City of the Dead, you wouldn't want to go and visit it because it's not all that impressive. But basically, they were running out of space to build homes. So what they did was they found an area like a graveyard, built the homes on top of the graves, and lots of people went in and did the same. It's about 3,000 homes on this one area, but they've still got the bodies underneath, so they're actually living with the dead. They call it the City of the Dead. But it's just family homes, and because there were so many of them there, they had to put in running water for them. It's amazing how resilient the humankind are.
Inchkeith Island. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll talk to you off air about that one. Yeah, because me and Dan will be exposed otherwise, and we're out in the open, and anything could happen. We don't want to do that really. Not until after we filmed it.
Yeah, we've got no problem with sharing it. We just want to get in there first. We don't mind sharing.
Sleep with the dead because there's nowhere else to live. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, aren't they?
And who knows, when you're sitting there enjoying yourself, having a sing-song, while you're eating your dinner, they might just join you, and you have no inkling about it,
Well,
It's a nice,
speaking
a
of
nice
that,
thing, I think. Good haunting.
Yeah,
that was
you've got
the
family
weirdest
and
thing that
friends.
ever happened to me the other day. I was just sitting in the living room, not vaping anything, and this white mist went by my face. And I'm like, what the hell? I don't
You
know
had
if it just walked
bit-
through or what it was doing, but
had a visitor.
yeah.
That's like Uri
Oh, I
Geller.
didn't know that.
Well, maybe that's
I've
what
heard
happens
that.
with me. I'm waiting for that to find out what happens. So, mm.
Oh,
Oh, dear. Oh, she's back. Woohoo.
Hello.
I needed the loo, and I was trying to hold on and be polite because I thought it's 15 more minutes. But then I was like, no, because I'll end up peeing the bed. And that'll be
You've not
another
heard
thing.
of those adult, you've not heard
do
of
that.
adult diapers or nappies. That's how I
I
get
get
through the day.
50%.
No way, it would have made me.
Save that for special occasions.
Listen, Dan, you behave yourself. That's my mate. You're picking on.
Aye. Well, now, I'll back the eye.
Oh, okay, Lamb Island, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's funny you say that because I moved into this house 14 years ago, and the day I moved in, I experienced something. And so did my mother, who is not. She's not in any way sensitive in any way, shape, or form. She's about as sensitive as a brick, and she experienced it as well.
Wow.
And since then, over a period of time, I've experienced so much. It is not frightening. I wouldn't call it frightening. It sort of catches you unawares, and it's like it makes you catch your breath, and then you worry about it afterwards. But even Dan has seen stuff in my house.
In
He
the
hasn't-
garden.
honestly, it's inside and outside.
On my bucket list,
Both
too.
great choices, Bobby.
Mhm.
Both great choices.
Inside and outside. And I kept saying to Dan, I'm going to find a team, even
Exactly.
though I know what's going on. I'm going to find a team, get them in the house, don't tell them anything, get them to investigate and see what they come up with.
Yeah.
See
But I've
what
never
bollocks they come
done
out
that. I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet.
Hello, Naomi.
oh.
Hope you all had a good Easter, by the way, in the chat.
Oh, there's me on
Hmm? Yeah, kind of slow, regular day for me, but
That was nice. It was quiet.
mhm.
It was a quiet weekend.
I don't think anybody's got any money these days to go out and
Can't afford to. People can't
Take
afford to live.
no.
Exactly.
Happened.
I don't get how people. I don't get how people aren't going like mad.
People are going mad. What do you mean?
No, for with the cost of living, nobody seems to be losing their shit with it. If you'll pardon my French, nobody seems to be losing their rag with it at the minute. And I mean, America's just the same. It seems to be the Western country. People just—it's like ridiculous.
I was
Yeah.
going mad today, I tell you, with the cost of the diesel at the petrol pumps. I'm looking at seeing that the price of diesel and how they differ so much from one petrol pump station to the
Nice,
next.
isn't it?
It's like they can charge what they like. It's
Mm.
ridiculous.
What annoys me is that these prices go up and up and up. The fuel might have come down slightly, but people aren't kicking off about it. And it's like, well,
I know.
and of course, once these prices go up, they never come down.
No.
You know, but the cost of living, it's not level anymore.
Yep, and cocoa went up too.
There's a shortage
Oh,
of cocoa,
ridiculous.
which is why that price of cocoa was driven higher,
Mhm.
because they had a bad crop this year and it's driven the price of cocoa up, which is why you didn't get so much chocolate on your Easter eggs this year. How do I know that? I asked my son.
Uh-huh.
Mind you, do you reckon these companies that are actually selling these products to the industry are lying?
No, I think
I don't
think
know,
that
Viv. I think it's the same with fuel. Oh, is this and there's that, and it's like, no, it's nothing to do with that.
it's come from the farmers. And bearing in mind the conditions and
They
stuff
get
that
nothing
they
anyway, do they?
I
The
know.
farmers get
I
nothing.
know. So they can now charge. It's a bit of a monopoly. But
So
yeah,
it takes the piss, doesn't it? Because the thing is, what will happen is they will do exactly what the pub industry over here did. They will put their prices up, get greedy, and then people think, well, you know what? I'm not going to drink in the pub anymore. I'll go down the road and get the same booze in 4 cans for like a third of the price, if that. Or then I'll start drinking cheaper ale or what have you.
yeah.
And I mean, it's got like a £6. Oh, I'm just arguing now because it's I'm giving you a.
But you have a good point, though, Dan, because it works the same with the paranormal. These venues, they're driving their prices up. So they're pushing the paranormal teams away. And then when nobody comes to investigate, they're not bringing a revenue and they wonder why they have to close their
They
doors.
go
And
skin.
Exactly.
that's happened. It's happened to a museum up here last year. Was it last year or the year before? They had to close because there wasn't enough money coming in. So, so everybody out there, not our Naomi because we love her, you know, these paranormal venues
Especially Naomi's lot.
that have all these teams in. If you want to keep them coming through your doors and you want to keep those coffers, you know, in the tills, you need to be pretty fair, and paranormal teams will come.
Yeah, exactly. It's better to have a third of the money coming in on a regular basis, is it, than nothing coming in at all.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
even keep the lights on. It's like, you know, like the thing is, you don't actually get anything for your money apart from access to that property, which is a big thing. But why all of a sudden has it gone up to £1,000 from 400?
Yeah.
And it's just sheer greed, isn't it?
It is.
I can charge £50 for a weekend, cooked meals, by me, of course, but still cooked meals. And you stay there overnight, you investigate overnight, you got 2 days to do it, you know, the weekend, whatever. You can bring your family.
Wow, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people don't offer, do they? They want the least input, but they want the most taken out of it. They want to get the most out of it.
I'd rather have somebody come in and enjoy themselves and keep coming back for that price than to raise it to 400,000 pounds, you know.
Yeah. So, what have we got going on Simply Spooky this week? I'm going to get that in quick.
Then I got to pick.
Tomorrow night, we're not going to mention his name.
No.
We have a special guest on.
Voldemort.
You will want to listen to his story. Now, we're going to do things a little bit different tomorrow, Dan and I. We are not going to put up comments.
No, it's not tomorrow night. He's on next week.
Oh, is it next week?
Next week he's on.
Getting excited then.
I know.
You're going to have to wait and see till next week. But it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be bloody exciting. Very, very exciting.
So it might be just me and Dan and chatting shit again. But who knows what's going on tomorrow. Lo, what's happening on Thursday?
Wednesday. Well, we'll start with Wednesday. It's been confirmed. Nick is doing we're doing on To the Gravenback, we're doing a food night special. But Nick is coming back with Nick Files. So he's coming back and we're doing the super outbreak in 1974. Now that will span over Wednesday and Thursday. On the Friday, it will be me and Bri doing the show, but we're not quite. I know any wiser what the subject will be, so we'll say mystery with a question mark. So that will be a good one. So that's me up to Friday.
And the boys are back on Monday, the Dark Mirror boys, with Mark and Wayne, talking about aliens, cryptids, and all things weird and wonderful. But next Tuesday, Eric, Have we got the jar of doom handy?
You.
Oh
Hey!
my God.
Hey.
No, it's you pick, because then we can blame you.
Punisher.
Rose will pick. Well, okay.
Keep
Punisher.
Here, you pick it out. But
keep shaking like you're in the cocktail.
wait. Keep until she says, okay, tell her when to stop.
Stop.
What you got? Just got one?
I think I got two.
Two? One or two?
We'll go 2 because Stephen in the background's going 2, so I'm
There you
doing
go,
Stephen.
two.
This one, right here. Give me this one. We are talking about vandalism of historic places.
Was it?
Vandalism
Vandal.
of historic places.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mhm.
That was an interesting one, and I've got
My
some
pet
strong.
big peeve
Yeah.
at me.
too.
That is my huge big peeve. So
Okay.
that will be a good one.
Oh.
I love vandalism.
I love weird and wonderful.
Mm.
I do too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do
Oh,
too.
we do too, but there's only so much we can put up with Dan because he's very weird and
I'm
wonderful.
weird. I'm not wonderful. I'm just weird.
It's just weird.
Just weird, not wonderful.
And we wonder what he's up to.
One if he's full. Is he eaten?
I think Mark has
I
done
know,
that
we're
with-
only joking, Dan. We love you, really.
Yes, we
I
do.
know they don't. Do you know what, though? Surprisingly, I can live with that.
Look, he's coming on.
Fucking hell, he's coming back.
There he is.
We've got 2 minutes left on the show and he's back again.
Mark.
Fuck it. I
Oh,
pulled in
that's-
where it got signal.
That looks like a haunted scene behind you there.
Yeah,
It does.
I'm actually right in the middle. There's a car park right by Staxton Hill RAF base, and this is where this place here and this stretch of road in front of me, right in front of me, is where the dogmen sightings have been here and in this car park.
Dogging.
Dogmen. Funnily enough, this car park is used for dogging as well.
Just
Why's
there's
that woman? Why's that woman knocking on your window with her frupney bits out then?
But yeah, this is
lock the doors.
this is-
Lock the doors.
this is where the werewolf of the Wolds has been seen.
Hopefully, we'll get some good footage here.
Lock the doors just in case he keep open the door.
If he gets dragged
Well,
out,
my doors are locked. My doors are locked. There's a car over there to my left, but it doesn't look like there's anybody in it.
if he gets dragged out here, we'll go viral.
But yeah, this is a hot spot for the werewolf of the Wolds all around here.
Sarah
Oh, wow.
says, "Don't flash your lights, Mark. don't flash them."
Yeah, I'll try not to. Don't you worry about that.
Sarah, can you
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
this, Sarah? Ooh, do you fancy a bit tonight, then, love?
No, no, I really don't. Thank you. I can remember once where I was going to investigate Cash's well, and we pulled into the nearest available car park we could get to before you had to go on a long walk to find it. And as we came into this car park, there was this big fat fucker leering out of a Peugeot 308 window. And as we pulled in the car park, he was going, and we were just like, and then we found out from the local police it was a dogging site, and we were like, oh.
I don't own a Peugeot 308.
It wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Oh,
Has anyone seen the Haribo advert with the 2 policemen that has
oh
the baby
yes, here we
voices?
go. Here
Right,
we
the one
go.
on the left is Dan. Is
I love those adverts. They talk like kids.
yeah.
Love those adverts.
I did a double take. Oh, you know, Dan's on telly.
No wonder he's not out investigating. He's doing films.
Well, this weekend in Belgium, and I'll be in the castle. I'm lots of photos.
Eh?
I didn't hear a word of that. Sorry, mate. Everybody says that. Everybody, Sarah, says that.
I think he says he's getting abducted by aliens.
Ooh, where you
In a
going? Where you going, Mark?
Look at
What
that
the
face.
fucking hell's going on here?
Mark, where you going at the weekend?
The faces he's pulling.
Can you hear me now?
We can, yeah.
Nope.
No,
No,
I can't understand Yorkshire.
Oh, I give up. You all sound like a bunch of Japanese robots.
Where are you going the weekend?
He's off.
Perhaps if I talk like this, you might
I know
understand.
he's going to Belgium now.
He's gone.
Hiya, who?
It's funny.
Do you know what? I get mistaken for that fella all the time, Sarah, over the years. And he used to come to where I used to work with his kids, and they used to think it was me on my day off. He was also in Good Night, Sweetheart, wasn't he? And he's been in a few things.
Yeah.
He was in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, wasn't he? He's
Did
a
they-
Liverpool bloke
Yeah.
around here.
Did they ever
Yeah, I
tell him?
know who you're talking about.
Did they say, where's your uniform? Get back in there and do some work. Did they ever say that to him?
He's a good actor. I like him. He's funny. He does make me laugh.
Oh dear. Right. I think the show's come to an end. I think we've lost Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
done the off.
Oh. Oh. He's waiting.
He's getting after a good probe. He was after a good probing, was what he's after. Oh.
Oh, bless him. Oh, well, we will be back. Try and tune in, catch up with us. We got some fun shows coming up, so we always have a good time and we hope to keep you entertained. But if you have any ideas, I didn't mention the competition.
Oh.
There is a competition.
Yeah.
There's a competition
Oh,
that we're
thank you.
running. And the competition is on the Simply Spooky Network. We want you to name the ghost. Our logo is a ghost and he needs a name. And so, so throughout this month, you need to DM your messages into the network and we will put that into the running and the best one will be picked. And I think we'll do a show where the show hosts will be talking about the name. And you'll see us pick the winner live on air.
Are we
The
giving
winner,
a prize for the winner of it?
the winner is going to get a T-shirt
Ooh.
and some other goodies that we put in the box.
Ooh.
But we are going to pick that out. It's going to be fun. You're going to see arguments and tears and laughter and lots of going on.
Lots of stuff going on.
So we'll get the show hosts on together and we'll just have a bit of fun and pick the winner between us.
Sorry, Nettie, you're not allowed.
She's not pushy, can. Don't you start on Nettie. She can do what she wants. Leave her alone.
All right, you can have a go, but you ain't going to win. But
Lo, tell him.
Nettie, you'll be the first to win.
Just you come here, Daniel.
Say, I want a word with you.
I want to move you.
You sounded like Fagin then.
I want a word with you, Oliver, my boy. Oliver, I need you to do a bit of thieving for me, boy. Look at the Dodger, he works hard, earns a good living for me.
God. She's busy with Briar.
She is busy with Bright.
Don't tell Von. Von will get upset.
Oh, Von and Bryce sitting in a tree.
There's a bit of a triangle going on there.
There is. There is.
There was a bit of a triangle. Not a Bermuda one either.
Who would have thought that Brian was a Lothario?
Who would have thought Brian was a gigolo?
A gigolo indeed.
Not a gigolo, a gigolo. Oh dear.
Hey up, love, tits out, tea on.
Hey, Dad, don't make Lois choke on her soda.
No, it's A gigolo. Gigolo. It's a Mickey take out of the word gigolo.
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 That's the word for
You-
a male prostitute,
Male
isn't it?
prostitute, yeah.
You keep saying it like that, Dan, and I'll fall through this tablet for you.
Gigolo.
Gigolo.
Oh, hey, oh, get your teeth out, love.
Stop it! God. Remind me not to go to France with Dan. I'll stay at home.
No, I can't stand the French.
We'd get arrested, Dan, if you talk like that to people. Even
Oh,
if you
yeah,
were
can you
saying nice
imagine?
stuff. Oh my God.
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew, I used to love that.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
On that note, shall we end this program, Eric?
I think so.
Everybody have a great night.
Bye.
Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you later, everybody.